If you're thinking about buying the new FITGLOW Beauty Foundation Plus, watch this before you do. Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, your guide to cleaner, greener beauty, skincare, and beyond. I try all these products out for you so you have a better idea of what to buy and more importantly, what not to buy. And today I'm going to tell you 5 things you need to know before you buy the FITGLOW Beauty Foundation Plus. This is a $55 foundation. It is not cheap. And I tried their other foundation, their previous foundation. I've been watching it go away and go on sale and mark down and all the rest of it, so I knew something new was coming. There are 18 shades available here. And FITGLOW Beauty is known for being more of the skincare meets makeup brand, so it does not fall short on that claim with this foundation either. I'm going to run through 5 things that are on the scorecard. Those are the 5 things I want you to know. It goes from ingredients, it goes to wear test and all the rest of it. And at the very end, I'm going to tell you whether or not I would buy this again. I purchased this product. No one's paying me to say the following. Days tested for this foundation, almost 2 weeks. I like to give things at least 2 weeks. Sometimes that's not enough. I could pretty much get to a verdict here after 2 weeks. This is product review number 537. So while I am not a makeup artist, nor am I a cosmetic chemist, I've tried a ton of makeup here. So I'm not just coming at it from the angle of like, I've tried 3 foundations. I've tried a bunch. You can see all the foundations that I've tried over here on this channel. And then I have scorecard posts back on the website. Links to everything will be below. If you like getting honest reviews from me and you want to keep seeing more of them, please consider taking 2 quick seconds to hit the like button. It is a little thing. It does big things for me on this channel, so thank you, thank you, thank you. The first thing I want to tell you about, which is if you're here, you're looking at ingredients, right? I am not a cosmetic chemist. This is not medical advice. Please read the disclaimer on the screen. Claim here, plant-infused photo filtering foundation that delivers natural antioxidants. They capitalize antioxidant. I don't know why, but they do. This formula starts with a lot of oils up front. A lot of people with oily skin may be scared of that. I would suggest you just keep an open mind because oil on top of oil is not always a bad thing. These are really great hydrating oils, and usually I would think if these are all up front, like castor seed, jojoba, grape seed, all of those really beautiful oils up front, you would think this might be a wet formula, an oily formula, cause a lot of shine or dewiness. And I will get to finish in a second, but I did not see that, so just keep that in mind. It's also not drying either. So it's not oily, it's not drying, it's kind of right in the middle. There is vitamin C in here as well. It helps brighten, closer to the bottom of the list. I'm okay with that. Antioxidants, a little bit closer to the bottom of the list. It's a short list, which I tend to like, usually. That doesn't mean it's always better. Then in the key ingredients, they use the terms clarifying, but more importantly, detoxifying. I think it's a reach to say that this is going to be detoxifying, that the antioxidants are going to detoxify your skin. Protect? Sure, because it's supposed to help against environmental pollutants and stuff like that. Leave detox out of the equation and the rest of it looked fine. I saw no major red flags. My foundation's not detoxing my skin. I'm nitpicking. Application. So how does this apply on the skin? This is a doe foot applicator for a foundation. I also want to mention that it's in a glass bottle this time around. I much prefer the bottle and the packaging situation with their newer foundation for a number of reasons. That other pump used to get stuck and then you have to like prime it a little bit. So well done, FITGLOW. Application with the doe foot applicator. At first I was like, that's different. I really like it. I like that you can control the quantity that you're applying and there's a little bit more precision involved. So if you want to use it maybe as a bit of a concealer, depending on the shade you have, or just spot correct around the face, then you can do that. I really liked the doe foot applicator for a foundation, which surprised me. I used this after priming. I don't use a primer. I like to use a moisturizer like the Dam Dam cream I just reviewed. I will put an oil on top of that. I will gua sha before I apply makeup. I find that my skin is very happy. If I do a resurfacing mask, it's also happy, but I don't want to do that every day. So those are the layers that I have on before applying this, and this foundation dotted and dabbed on with that doe foot so easily. I found the sponge to work better for me than a kabuki brush or just my hands. So sharing that, it doesn't mean it's going to work better for you, but it really melted into the skin nicely and it didn't sit on top. There was no streaking and there was no sitting on top. It really did a good job and it was quick and easy. Application received a 5 out of 5 on the scorecard. Next up, coverage. Okay, well there's not a definitive claim that I found on the website that says this is absolutely light, absolutely medium, or full. I'm going to put this between a light and medium coverage. I don't think this is your go-to full coverage off the bat. I think you would need to zhuzh and use powder water or do something with it. The claim also is that it's buildable. I found it to be incredibly easy to build up. It didn't look heavy, skin still looked like skin, which is for me kind of the goal. So everybody likes a little different type of coverage for whatever their needs are, depending on the event or the time of day, whatever. I love a natural look, a skin looks like skin look. I'm wearing it right now underneath a bronzer and it just lets the glow out as well. I have an SPF underneath, so it has a little bit of light reflecting pigments in there and I could still see that kind of popping out through the foundation, but not too much. There was still a really great evening out that happened. And it happened quickly. Coverage was fantastic in my opinion. It got a 4 out of 5 on the scorecard. Very hard to get a 5 on coverage from me. I don't know why. Next up, finish. I absolutely loved the finish here as well. The claim here is that it gives you a flawless finish, flawless skin, yada, yada, yada. I'm not, again, goal is not to get flawless skin. It's to get my skin looking like my skin, but more evened out, or whatever your problem or challenge might be. Mine, I get a little bit of redness, I get a little bit of dryness, but more so it's redness, and I love a foundation that can even it out without spending a lot of time. This foundation absolutely did that, and it gave a nice little bounce to the skin. It really is not dewy or oily, which again, shocking because of all those oils. Must have been emulsified really well, I don't know. And it's not drying. It's a middle of the road, kind of great, everyday, natural looking foundation finish. And I absolutely, again, I really, really liked the finish. 4 out of 5 on finish, debated giving it a 5. I might change my mind. It could happen. It's happened before. The fifth thing that I want you to know about is the wear test. It was another solid score here. It wasn't perfect, but the wear test was really good. The only thing that I noticed on this foundation, it stayed nicely on the cheeks, on the forehead, right here. I saw a little bit of gathering throughout the rest of the day. Definitely want to be sure to fine-tune application to prevent that, which is very possible. The coverage stayed really nicely, and then the finish stayed nicely too, with the only setback being like right around the nose. 4 out of 5 for the wear test. It would have been a 5 out of 5 if it hadn't gathered. Total score for this foundation is a 17 out of 20. A very respectable score for FITGLOW's second foundation. So now it's time for my final verdict. Will this make the Britt's Picks list? It's getting really close. It's getting really, really close. So currently on my list for foundations, I have the Juice Beauty Foundation. I have the 100% Pure Water Foundation, which it's out of stock in so many places. So sorry if you get a link and you can't find it, but they're either going to shut down shop, which I hope not, or they're gonna rebrand and relaunch something else. I'm hoping, I don't know. Those are the two that are on there that are like this foundation. I go into reasons why you might like one versus the other, but you can check all of that information out. This also kind of reminded me a little bit of the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation, which while it wasn't one of my favorites, it is a really nice option. There's a lot more shades available in that if you need it. And I think you can build it up a little bit better. I just found it to be a little bit more fussier for me. But yeah, I think this foundation was an incredible second act from FITGLOW Beauty. I happen to really love it. And I'm gonna keep testing it. I like to keep testing it for at least a month or so before I put it onto Britt's Picks because I don't do those things very easily or quickly. So it's a contender though. It's a very, very strong contender. I really ended up liking this. And for the price point, I'm glad I did because it ain't cheap. By the way, some of the other products that I just mentioned are less expensive than this. So if you're looking for less expensive options, you can find them on this channel. You can find them back on the site. There you have it. That's what the scorecard says. That's what I think. What do you think about this foundation? Are you gonna try it? Do you want to try it? I have the new Kosas foundation here as well. It's sitting right next to me, next to my cat that's staring at me with evil eyes right now because she wants me to feed her. So that will come up soon. I haven't started testing that yet. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, that's the point of the entire channel. Don't forget to take 2 seconds and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you never miss a video coming through. And I'm gonna go put this foundation away and get to testing the next one. I'll see you right back here real soon. Until then, bye.